Welcome to Bergen, Norway, a charming city surrounded by mountains, history, and a touch of magic. We wandered through the UNESCO-listed historic center where colorful wooden houses line the harbor, and we even spotted a few trolls along the way. We tried traditional Norwegian waffles topped with brown cheese and had reindeer hot dogs for the first time. One of the most unexpected stops of the day was a Leprosy Museum, offering a fascinating look at a unique part of Bergen's past. Come explore this unforgettable city with us. Day 5, and today we are about to go out and explore the town of Bergen, Norway. So let's go. We grabbed some coffee in the observation deck before we headed out to explore the city. Bergen is surrounded by 7 high points and has lots of great hiking trails and lookout points. But as we had lots of other nature and hiking activities planned throughout the rest of this cruise, we just decided to leisurely walk around the city and explore. Keep in mind that Bergen gets over 200 days of rain on average a year. You're definitely going to want to wear a raincoat and be prepared just in case. This area you see in front of us with all the colorful and cute houses facing the harbor is called Bryggen. It's listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's one of the most photographed areas of Bergen. We took a lovely walk along the harbor to get to the main part of town. This is just straight up a hill. I don't know if the incline really translates on the video, but we're going straight up. And even though those cobblestones going straight uphill was not the easiest walk, I'm a sucker for cobblestones. Like, why can't all of the streets in the U.S. be cobblestones? Anyways, I digress. Now we had made it to the main part of town. And these are those colorful houses that we saw in the distance. And mainly they serve as restaurants, bars, and souvenir shops. But the real treasures lie in the alleyways between the houses, where local artisans have set up small shops selling jewelry and art and local crafts. And there's even some really cool cafes here too. Thanks to my TikTok research, y'all know I love me some TikTok when it comes to researching ports. We were headed to one of those cafes now, but we were a little bit too early, so we just continued to wander and explore until it opened in another hour or so. We made a beeline towards these cute little tiny doors because I was already making up magical stories in my mind about possible uses by elves, fairies, and trolls that are so prevalent in Nordic mythology and folklore. But unfortunately, my imaginations were ruined by overhearing the conversation from a local tour guide as we got closer. I'm pretty sure he said that was for garbage.
This?
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that people like to take selfies there, and it's just the garbage room. Yeah.
Perfect.
Makes sense.
Perfect.
But we like to make up stories about tiny little elf people. Despite the lack of elves and fairies, Bergen was still magical, and so we filled the rest of the time peeking in shop windows, as well as developing a friendly little competition of who could take the most artistic photos. This is Shane trying to take better photos than me. It is a pointless endeavor. I will always win. This is what a guided tour looks like if you choose to do it this way. We had a little time to pop into a couple of places that opened early before CAF opened so I could finally have my Norwegian waffles. Kaf Cafe is a very popular coffee house and bakery located in the historic Bryggen area. They specialize in traditional Norwegian waffles, which are often heart-shaped and thinner than the American version, and often topped with sour cream and strawberry jam, or a Norwegian brown cheese called brunost. So, you can tell me how the brown cheese is on a waffle.
Cheese is good.
Is it? So what kind of cheese does it taste like?
It's very, very creamy.
Okay.
I don't know. To me, it's very light.
It's light? Okay.
It's not a strong taste at all.
I want to taste it too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to taste mine with the sour cream and jam, which at first glance you would assume as an American it was cream cheese, because cream cheese and jam we understand, but sour cream and jam, I'm not so sure. It's really good. It's actually really, really good. Now I want to try the brown cheese because it looks like square, thinly sliced, a mixture of bologna and like potted meat. Bologna and potted meat had a baby. That's what it looks like to me. Let me just let you look at it up close one more time. You see what I mean? Like bologna and potted meat in a square.
On the waffle, I can barely taste it. It's
Okay.
so light.
Because you don't expect to eat cheese on a waffle, so it took a second to get used to, but it tastes like Cheese Whiz. It's like Cheese Whiz out of the can. Remember Cheese Whiz? And you squirt it on the crackers? That's what it tastes like to me. So it's like bringing back childhood memories. Not too bad. It's not what I would prefer on a waffle, but it's not bad at all. The strangest thing about Kaf Cafe was not, surprisingly, the brown cheese on the waffles, but it was the Boys to Men and TLC playing in the background. Just an unexpected touch for a small cafe in Norway. Which way are we going? Do you remember? We didn't stop in this McDonald's, but here's a few fun facts that I found really interesting. It's in a building that's over 300 years old, and they have unique items on the menu, like a chicken salsa burger that has chips, salsa, and sour cream on it. But that would have to wait till next time because we had something even more interesting that we wanted to try in Bergen later. Scrabble festival? Oh my God, I would come back for that. I will win. I got so excited that I looked up this Spill Festival, and it's not just a Scrabble festival, it's a festival of games featuring a mix of board games, card games, quizzes, Lego, puzzles, and gaming. This is definitely worth a trip back to Bergen, in my opinion. Local authentic tasting buffet of Norway. Interesting. Shane saw this church. He really wanted to try that Instagram circle thing that we had tried before in Bruges, and it didn't turn out so great. So, alas, we gave it another try.
See?
Crazy. Leprosy Museum. Okay, I know we're abruptly shifting gears here, but I got really curious when I heard there was a leprosy museum in Bergen. Turns out that because of the high concentration of leprosy patients in the 19th century in Bergen, it became an important place for research. Because up until 1873, people really believed that leprosy was like this punishment from God for their sins or immorality. So people were shunned and isolated so that they could protect themselves from this so-called divine wrath. So when Dr. Gerard Hansen from Bergen discovered that there was an actual bacteria that caused leprosy, this was groundbreaking, and it shifted leprosy from a superstition to actual science. And this was one of the hospitals where patients were studied and treated. And not only that, it gave them a home and a community because they were so feared and rejected by society. Patients got to live together, work together, and worship together. And over time, friendships and even families formed inside these walls. The price of admission is $17 for adults, and it's free for ages 17 and under. And we just bought our tickets at the museum on the day of entry. It's an herb garden. So he used these in the treatment experiments in his book on leprosy. Interesting. So what have we done in Bergen so far? We have walked up and down the beautiful streets. I feel like everywhere I go in Europe is beautiful. It's just each town, each country has its own unique style and architecture and flavor and language, and everywhere is so close together. I'm in love with the peaceful vibe here. The people are very friendly. And we are sitting in the herb garden of the Leprosy Museum, which was a very interesting exhibit. It was $17 to get in. Was it worth it? If you're really interested in things like that, like if it's really interesting to you and you want to read more about it, learn more about it, then I would say yes. For me, I would do it again. But if I had my kids, young kids, teenage kids, even my adult kids with me, I know that they wouldn't be interested in it, but I loved it. The streets are beautiful. Like I said, the people are beautiful. The weather here is mild. This is the beginning of August, and I came with a sweat, like I have a sweatshirt, thin t-shirt on underneath this, and I have my rain jacket, which I had to take off shortly after getting here because it was just a little too warm for me to wear that. It's very peaceful here, and I'm loving Bergen. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm sorry. I did not research how to pronounce every every Norwegian word or Icelandic word that we're gonna encounter. I just didn't have the time or the want to, really. Don't put that in the video, Cherie. Nobody wants to hear you say you don't want to learn the language. Anyways, I know I'm gonna butcher a lot of the words here in Norway and in future days in Iceland, but I'm always gonna do my best. So now I think we're just gonna do a little bit more wandering, maybe grab some lunch, coffee this morning at Koff. I don't know if it's K-A-F, coffee, or just Koff, but it was in the Bryggen neighborhood, the Bryggen historic and artsy area. It was just perfect. It was the perfect way to start our day here, and I'm looking forward to eating like a big yummy hot dog or something for lunch. So let's go see what we can find and wander down some more charming European streets. So we made our way to the beloved hot dog stand, Tre Kroneren. This translates to 3 crowns in English. I guess that's because that's how much a hot dog was back in the day. And you can tell by the line, this is a very popular spot. It's renowned for its eclectic menu. It offers a selection of sausages, including reindeer sausage, which we were gonna try, celebrated for its uniquely rich and gamey texture. Yes. And also, they have creative toppings like crispy fried onions, tangy cranberry sauce, and berry syrups. Not things you would typically think about putting on a hot dog. So I just ordered what the lady in front of me ordered because he said it was the most popular option.
Some kind of berry sausage.
I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little guilty thinking that I could possibly be eating Rudolph, but I gotta admit, it was really good. As always, when we only have a few hours to spend at these ports, I was really sad for the day to end. If I had to describe my experience in Bergen, I would say that it was peaceful, it was quiet and relaxing, colorful and charming. Definitely a place that I would love to return to again. We made our way back to the ship and had a couple of drinks at the Metropolitan Bar and got a little rest before tomorrow's adventure. And tomorrow we would dock at the port that made me book this trip in the first place, Geiranger, Norway. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so I can share with you some of the most breathtaking scenery I have ever seen in my entire life. And until next time, happy cruising, everybody.